Hey everyone, this is Pete, and welcome back to Final Fantasy, where last time we did the wrong dungeon. So this time we are hopefully going to do the correct dungeon. So the ice cave that we did last time, we kind of sequence broke slightly, and it's not the end of the world or anything, but the reason we had so much trouble with mind flayers at the beginning of that dungeon was because you're supposed to go there after the fire cave. So today we will try and actually track down the fire cave and do our thing there. The plus side of all that is that the fire cave should now be pretty easy after all the levels we gained in there, because we're nearly level 30. So, you know, swings and roundabouts. So, first order of business is to head over to Crescent Lake. Take a quick rest, make sure we haven't got any more bits and pieces we need to buy. And then set off through that labyrinth of canals. Rivers, whatever you want to call them. Of course, we have to get there first. So, through here. Have a quick fight, as always. Big ol' hit from Pierre there, very nice. And even Tim taking stuff down with a single melee attack now. It's a good time to be alive, and I've gone the wrong way. Stop that. 8 hits from Sam. Beautiful. Alright. I need to pass by the south of the Dragon's Tail, I think it's called, this peninsula. And then keep going this way. Yeah, let's head east. West. West is the one on the left. Oh, even Tom killing stuff. Good job, everybody. I'm so proud of you. Alright, moving swiftly along. And down to the convenient little dock here. Actually, there was a quicker way, wasn't there? If we just go down here to the mouth of that river and then head, is it north from here? Yeah, just north from here. Paddle over the lake and you're there. Much easier. Couple of trolls with headaches to dispatch on the way, but not a problem. So satisfying. Alright, morning everyone, me again. Yes, quick nap, thank you. Never anyone else staying in these inns, is there? One room, 4 beds. Just have a nap. Reminds me slightly of the ancient role-playing game called Alternate Reality, The City. I played it on Atari 8-bit, but you could also get it on various other platforms as well. And in that, you could go into an inn, and you had the option of sleeping on the common room floor. And that always makes me think of that. Okay, so you've got Thundaga, which is fine. I don't think there's anything else we can spend money on until we do the class upgrades now. Yeah, because we want to get exit, definitely. But we can't do that yet, because we need the airship for that. Although we do have most of the airship quest done in advance now, because we got the Levistone. But before that, we have a fire dungeon to go and clear out. So I guess we want to go around here, up here, and down to here. Let's just see if that works out, shall we? So around here, then to the north. Yep. Don't take this branch off to the west. Oops. Just trying to bring up the map in battle. That doesn't work, does it? Right, then this way? This way. Hopefully. Looks promising. Aha! There we are. That looks a lot more fiery than what we've been used to. So, I'm just going to quickly save before we hop in there. Just in case. And off we go. Mount GULG. So, in here, you can walk on the lava, but it hurts you. So, well, you just have to deal with that, really, frankly. Because I don't believe there's a way of protecting yourself against it. It's only a little bit of damage at a time as well. I don't think it's even as serious as poison damage. Horny Devil. Let's use a bit of Blizzara. That was disappointing. Fire? They seemed a lot tougher than they needed to be, although they're worth a fair bit of experience. Let's look them up. Where are they? Horned Devil. So... oh, they've got very high magic defense. That's probably why the ice spell didn't work very well. They don't have any weaknesses, and they're actually resistant to fire and ice, so... anything other than fire and ice, basically, and preferably physical attacks. Okay, works for me. You'll notice in this one as well, although Pierre has a fire sword, I don't believe at this point they had implemented stuff like enemies draining hit points from stuff that they're strong against. So, although there were elemental weaknesses, I don't think there was an actual drain mechanic. I don't think, anyway. Is that everything on this floor? Yeah, because that's the entrance, isn't it? Okay. Down the floor, then. Still doing alright. Oops. Okay, and as always on a bit of dungeoneering, we are also on the hunt for treasures. Because treasures are shiny, treasures are sweet. I like my treasures nearly as much as meat. Or something. Poetry was never my strong suit. The one and only time... Not sure whether I should tell this story because it's embarrassing. But, what the hell. Yeah, the only time I have attempted to write poetry even vaguely seriously was when I was at university, and I decided I quite fancied my flatmate. And so I wrote her a whole A4 sheet of poems about her. And then I left it in our Hall of Residence mailbox with a cuddly toy I knew she would like. Didn't sign it or anything, obviously, because it was Valentine's Day. And, you know, that's not what you do. But she still immediately knew it was me, so that all ended well. No, it was fine. She didn't mind. But also nothing happened. So, not an especially happy end to that story, but, you know, it's the way things go sometimes. Especially when you are 18 years old and desperately horny. But anyway, Mount GULG, eh? Ah, yes, I remember this place now. It's quite confusing. But, like I say, at least we're not having to struggle too much against the enemies in here. We do still have plenty of recovery items, I think, left over from last time. Although I could have, probably would have been wise to top those up, but never mind, we're here now. Alright, let's top people up a bit. Tim got off the most lightly so far, definitely. More gil, lovely. Running out of things to spend it on, but who cares? Grey ooze. Now, is this one you need to magic on? I can't remember. So, let's try... They're blue, so does that mean they need to be fired? I don't know, let's try fire. Well, they're not strong against physical anyway. That's nice. They are, however, quite strong against fire. Which is fine. It's all fine. If that's who they choose to be, that's who they choose to be. They're just strong against all magic from the look of things. Someone seems to be setting off fireworks outside, that's nice. So as usual, apologies if those are coming through on the microphone. Because, as always, I'm recording this in my living room, and my living room does not have any fancy soundproofing or anything like that, so... Also, it's very warm in here, so I had the window open. So it's hear fireworks from outside, or watch me melting into a puddle of sweaty disgustingness. Even more than normal, I mean. Nice shot, Tim. Keep it up. Missed that one down the middle. Stop ambushing me. We are clearly more agile than you. Do you think, Tim? Tasty. More treasures, yes please. More fights. Well, we just have to deal with that. It's all money. I want some fat loot. And by fat loot, I mean swords or armor. Magic staff at a push. Maybe accessories. Just something more interesting than money. Right. Around here. Can we get... No. I'm gonna get that chest in the middle. That's gonna be one of those ones that's annoyingly awkward to get to, isn't it? I can feel it now. Oh, cheeky blighter. Nice follow-up from Pierre there. Right. There are a lot of enemies in here. It's like it's some sort of major dungeon or something. Still, enemies mean experience, and experience means happy times. Or levels. Levels make me happy. Blink? You think you are a ninja? Let's see how your blink spell stands up to my Blizzara. No, darkness fat. It's nice that spells can't miss. Does darkness persist? No, it does not. That is good. Alright, to get that chest, I think we might need to go in this door here. And fight another fire elemental. Because, unsurprisingly, in the fire cavern, there are lots of fire elementals. Oop. Fire elemental. Clearly a predefined encounter in that spot, and I should have opened the chest before I turned around. That's what I get for being hasty. Level up for Tim. Nice. More money! Good. Perfect. Just what I needed. To be fair, I don't really need any upgrades right now. They're just nice to have, because, you know, power creep is fun. Anything that makes the numbers go bigger. Alright. Oh, Jesus Christ. Don't get the hint, do you, Hill Gygus? Let's have the sort of casual punch from Sam there. Just throwing out a fist. Ah, these buggers again. And twatting them 8 times. Nicely done. Alright, so... looks like we might be on the right track this time. There we go. At last! And they're not as tough as they initially seemed at all. Evidently that one level makes all the difference. Fire elemental? Fire elemental. Who would have thought it? A great sword. The usual joke applies here. This is a really great sword, except it's not very good because it's effective against giants, although there are a few giants in here. But it's considerably worse than my flame sword. So, you know, fuck the great sword, I say. That was worth the effort, wasn't it? I suppose it's some money. We can sell it off and get some money for it. And keg. Those things are really horrible, aren't they? I love the creature design in this game and the beautiful pixel art that goes with them. It's this PSP version, they really outdid themselves. Right. Now we can proceed on our way. I'm going to heal up a little bit first. Particularly Sam. And Tim. And a bit for Tom as well, why not? Pierre as well. So I've got 82 ethers. That's good. You chug them down, Tim. Ah, delicious. Pyralisk. You sound like you need to be frozen. Stop it. You sound like you need punching in the face before you get frozen. There we go. Oh, we're seeing lots of nice new enemies, certainly. Went out down here. Just gonna try something else on these guys. And not just because I love the spell effect for that spell, but that was pretty effective, so. Okie doke. I know it's perhaps not the most interesting thing to watch, but I do kind of get weirdly in the zone when I'm playing these old Final Fantasy games, when you're just sort of going through the battle after battle after battle after battle after battle. There's just something sort of soothing and rhythmic about it. It's kind of the antithesis of what it's supposed to represent. It's supposed to be these guys fighting for their lives, but it's such a commonplace occurrence that... Ooh, look at all of these! Mithril gloves, mithril helm. You can't hold anymore. What is this nonsense? I already got mithril gloves. Can you wear mithril gloves? You cannot. Neither can you. And neither can you. Well, good. Are you telling me there's some sort of maximum inventory limit? I know there was on the NES original. But I didn't think there was on this. But apparently, there is. Well, I guess we get to use some items then. What have I got that I don't need? Not a lot, really. Oh well, just hit him. Love that sprite. I mean, it's not a terribly threatening enemy, but I do love that sprite. Guilt. And guilt. Right, let's toss this. How do we... How do you drop stuff? Can we drop stuff? Well, this is awkward. Alright, well, chug both of those potions. That will make a slot in the inventory, won't it? There we go. Oh, okay, that's probably something I've got 99 of, isn't it? So if I chug this, for example... Right, okay, so no inventory limit, but you can only hold 99 of one thing. You can't hold multiple stacks of stuff. Mithril shield, mithril axe. Lots of goodies. Is the mithril shield any good? No, it is not. This is what we get for doing dungeons in the wrong order. Is when we find a massive room full of loot like this, all of it is shit. But never mind. I'm sure there's some games out there where like mithril stuff is the best stuff in the game. It's like, isn't it like a legendary material in Lord of the Rings or something like that? Like stuff made of mithril is amazing. And it's just a thing you make stuff out of in this. Anyway, suddenly remembering I made a coffee half an hour ago, as always, and I've forgotten to drink any of it. It's still sort of warm. It still does the job. Oops. I meant to get him to cast there, but I think I pressed attack instead. Never mind. I still love this battle music as well, especially this mix of it. There's just a really nice combination of instruments in it. You've got the sort of constantly moving bass line. You've got the organ in there. This way? It's like the second time we ran this first phrase, where the organ kicks in there. It's just great. I love it. Just imagine old Uematsu in his Black Mage's get-up, just rocking out with his organ. I love the Black Mages. If you never come across their music, by the way, I don't know if they're still doing stuff, but they have 3 albums of sort of prog rock style arrangements of Final Fantasy music, and it's like all official stuff because Nobuo Uematsu, one of the composers of the series, or the main composer of the series for many years, is one of the members, and he plays the organ in it, and then there's sort of like thrashing electric guitars and pounding drums and that sort of thing. And it's great because like the band is made up of like sort of these Japanese rockers, and then this guy who looks like an elderly Japanese uncle rocking out on his Hammond organ in the back. It's brilliant. I love it. And they do some absolutely magnificent arrangements of some real Final Fantasy classics as well. There's an amazingly overdramatic version of the Zanarkand theme from Final Fantasy X that they do, where it starts off normal. In fact, it starts off completely identical to how it sounds in the game, with the sort of twinkling piano and that sort of thing. But then it breaks off into sort of hard rock with sort of these overdramatic operatic lyrics in the second half. It's magnificent. It really is. Most of their stuff is instrumental, so they have actually covered sort of a lot of the series soundtracks over time, including the older games. I'm pretty sure they've done some stuff from this game. They might have done a battle medley or something like that, if I remember rightly. It's been a while since I listened to their stuff, but it is something that is quite frequently on my playlist rotation for when I'm driving to work or working on something. But yeah, Japanese rock in general, if you've never looked into it, the Japanese, they know how to rock really well. So like the group that has probably had the most sort of mainstream cultural penetration here in the West would be Baby Metal, because that's the case of, oh, they're cute girls, but they actually sing heavy metal. They're pretty awesome, to be fair. But there's a lot of other groups doing really cool stuff as well. So yeah, if you like your hard rock and your heavy metal and stuff, then Japan is a place you should be looking at. Because like a lot of things, what they've done is they've sort of come to the genre quite late, but they've kind of taken on board everything that people have learned since its inception. And so it's a very sort of very kind of pure distillation of what makes rock rock. What is good about it. And so if you're a fan of things like the sort of the very classical influences on heavy metal, the very heavily ornamented melody lines and that sort of thing, and the use of sort of gothic instrumentation, yeah, well worth your time. I'm still holding out for one day we have a Final Fantasy game that is actually properly scored by the Black Mages. That'd be amazing. Well, in the meantime, the Final Fantasy XIV soundtrack is amazing. If you've never taken the time to play Final Fantasy XIV, and I understand that because it's an MMO, so like, I'm not playing it actively anymore because it just got a bit much for me. But the music for that game is incredible. It's done by a guy called Masayoshi Soken, who has taken a lot of classic Final Fantasy themes in many cases and adapted them into various different styles. But then he's also composed a ton of unique themes as well. So like every major boss in that game has their own theme, and it's sort of designed in the style of musical theatre and opera almost. I actually did a video on this. One of the first videos I experimented with on this channel is Final Fantasy XIV, the MMO as musical theatre. So if you can scroll back through 500 videos and find that, you're very welcome to give it a watch. Be warned, the microphone I used for that one sucks, because I didn't have the one I have now. But it was a video I really enjoyed making. And if you prefer to read, that video is also an article over on moegamer.net. If you look back at my cover game feature on Final Fantasy XIV Stormblood from, I guess that must be a couple of years back now, because it was roughly from when Stormblood released. Yeah, that video is... Oh, you little shit. I didn't realise that's what you did. Okay. Life. Yeah, so if you prefer to read, that is an article with audio and video clips as well. So, by all means, please enjoy it that way if you prefer. Get up here, you wuss. Alright, where are we going? I don't know anymore. Down here? No, that is a dead end. Don't even know if there's any treasures on this floor. I think this is just a floor designed to fuck with you and drain your health. There's the way down. Let's just go down. Treasure, you say? And a fight, because that's what this game does. Tempts you with treasure, then throws you into a fight. Against a big, slobbering lava worm, who is not actually very tough. Gold needle, not terribly useful. Oh well, better than nothing. Better than a kick in the teeth, as they say. Still never really understood that phrase, because surely everything is better than... Maybe that's the point. Probably is the point, isn't it? Everything is better than a kick in the teeth. So, you know, even if you get something shit, it's better than a kick in the teeth. Never been kicked in the teeth. I've been hitting the balls by a cricket bat. I was about 10. It really hurt. It wasn't actually a malicious act either. I just happened to be standing behind someone who was wielding a cricket bat and preparing to hit a ball with it. And he swung back, and my balls happened to be in the path of his backswing. See, this is what all these battles are doing to my brain right now. They're just sort of making me remember the most random things and blurt them out of my mouth for you to all listen to. But We are making gradual progress. More useless money. Ice brandy. That sounds like it might be useful, and it's more powerful than the flame sword. Yes, please. Slice! And a flame shield, you say? That is the same as the ice shield, but we will equip it anyway, because it will, hopefully, protect against fiery things. Like this. He says, taking the most damage from that skill. Never mind. Okay, so... not that way. This way? No, that's where we came from. Okay. Ow! That's one of those attacks that looks like it really hurts. I'm getting a proper old tonking right in the face. Nice work, Tom. Give him a little tickle with your big stick and he falls over. Alright, let's try this way. More treasure, you say? Another worm? Another worm. It's like your predictable game. You call that treasure? You call that pathetic hole treasure? I call it crap. We gotta be nearly there by now. More treasure? More worms? No. Fire lizard. Fire lizard is different from worm. It will still succumb to my Blizzara assault, however. And a bit of stabbing from the ice brand. Worm? No, fire lizard. Fire lizard is different from worm. This is what I get for saying game is predictable. Good job, Tom. Stuff, as in shit stuff. Yes, absolutely terrible stuff. Great. Thanks. And I walked right into that encounter again, didn't I? This way? Aha, there's the stairs. There was a pathway I didn't check, though, wasn't there? And, well, it wouldn't do to not be thorough, would it? So. Nice. There's that power creep I know and love. Right, so instead of down there, we go up here and around here and look in here. And there's already that chest open because it's paired with another one. And a cottage. For cottaging. Which in the Final Fantasy world, as we know, means restoring all your hit points and magic points. And nothing else. Nothing else. I think there's predefined worm encounters scattered around these corridors as well, isn't there? And I'm pretty sure we fight a worm every time we come down here. Well, I'm not going to complain while we're getting experience from them. And... basement floor 5. Which way? I wonder. Let's try this way. Wiggly, 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 wiggly. That's a big room of nothing. What about this way? Also a big room of nothing. And this way. Place your bets for big room of nothing. This looks suspiciously like a big room of nothing. It's a big room of nothing with an empty treasure chest. Which I suppose is technically something, but... Alright, this way. I have a feeling this is the last floor. Maybe? How dare you not be dead after one turn? Enjoy a Tim stab. Big room of nothing? Big room of nothing. What about this way? It's a valiant effort, Tom, but you know, don't feel you have to. What do you reckon? Big room of nothing? Big room of nothing with empty treasure chest. Big room of nothing. Big room of nothing. Except an ambush by Fag, I guess. $12. Good one, Tom. Keep it up. Well then, I guess there's just one way left to go, which is this way, which leads to... I just have the mental image of that. Oh shit! That's a boss! Run away! Alright, before we go charging in there again, let's just get ourselves fighting fit. And charge up the tin batteries. Alright, ready to go. Bring it on. So you are the ones who defeated the Fiend of Earth and roused Merilith from her slumber. Whoop. The power of the burning flame is mine and mine alone. Those who would oppose me shall burn in hellfire. It's Meredith. She's pretty hot, but she'll kill you. So don't get any funny ideas. Right. Nullblaze. Seems like a solid idea, although we all know that we're going to kill her before we get all our buffs up, so let's work on the assumption that this fight might actually last more than 3 turns. So let's temper Sam. Nice. Alright, and then let's protect everybody. And we'll temper Pierre as well. Nice. Alright, who has haste? I can never remember. Haste feels like it should be a white magic spell, but it's actually black magic in this, I think. Yeah, there it is. Alright, so haste on Pierre. Ooh, painful. You can have some Curaga, my friend. 10 hits. Beautiful. 16 hits! And she's dead. Just as I finished buffing. I told you. I told you it would happen. Well, that's that. And that's another crystal lit. Yay! Woo! Okay, so this is another one of those bonus dungeons that is opened up, which we now know we should save until the end of the game. Alright, so that takes care of that. So with that in mind, this dungeon has actually been gracious enough to provide us with a teleporter that will take us straight back outside, so we don't have to go all the way back through what we've just done. So, with that in mind, I'll just say, as always, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again next time.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please help out the channel by leaving a like or a comment and subscribing. Be sure to check out moegamer.net for new articles on Japanese and Japanese-inspired video games, new and old, every weekday. Every month, Moe Gamer features an in-depth exploration of an individual game or series as its cover game, so be sure to check the archives to see if your favourite has had a deep dive yet. If you'd like to support the site directly, please consider becoming a patron or buying me a coffee. You can find links to do both down in the video description. Thanks again, and I'll see you next time.